there, bud. Getting a little too close to Sheila over here, and Sheila's owner is not going to be real happy if you sideswipe me. That's a badass welding truck right there. What's happening? Oh, Jesus. I love almost friggin' dead subs. Oh, that's you in here, babe?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh.
There's somebody else.
Just came in, it looks like. Tanya, what's happening? Drive's going pretty good. Pretty good. We are now in Kentucky. We cruised right on through Tennessee. We did stop to go see the waterfall, but turns out you can't go to the waterfall without making a reservation at a place to go that you can actually hike to the waterfall. So that was stupid, and I said, screw this, we out, and we out.
Yeah.
We are in Kentucky right now, and Carl has headphones on so he can't hear himself when he screams. I keep saying take his stupid headphones off, but for some reason it doesn't happen, so here we are. We're just busy, so I'll be listening. Alright, Scab, you listen. You listen good.
I support you listening.
I support you listening.
Okay.
Shit, she doesn't support me, so
Mommy.
she yells at me, Mom.
All we need is like a gummy and milk nerds on it. Let me try this.
But we are currently that's lame about the part. Yeah, it was freaking stupid. It had a 4-star like review thing on the old Googles. So I was just like, oh yeah, that's pretty sweet. Like, let's go there. And it looked really cool with the pictures that they had. And then like every place that we tried to get over there, like we couldn't. I just want to let you guys know, this car right there on the front, right there, that's an electric Mustang. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna throw it out here. Ford? The fuck, bro. The fuck. Like, a lot of people don't like the new Corvettes, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they handle like a dream. That mid-engine, phenomenal. But, like, there's certain cars that are not out there to be electric. And that is the Mustang. I'm not a Mustang fan. I'm not even a Ford guy. But I'm just saying, the classicness and nostalgia of the Ford Mustang should never be electric. The Corvette never should be electric. Camaro never should be electric. Charger should have never got a fucking 2 extra doors. That's stupid. And the Challenger never should be electric. They want to do hybrids? Awesome. They want to do hybrids? That is cool. But they still have to have the horsepower. They don't even have to have horsepower. They just have to have the acceleration and the handling that they should have in the world today. Like, you got guys out here with freaking Lamborghinis that come out off the showroom floor with 500-600 horse, but they handle so freaking insane because they're wide, they're low, hybrid systems, like, come on. The acceleration's insane because of the hybrid system. Anyways, enough about stupid electric cars. Keep classics classic. Exactly. You mean like the Hummer EV? Yeah, the Hummer EV is even uglier. I seen that one driving in my hometown. Ugh. I was like, what the heck is that? And then I seen it was the Hummer electric friggin' turd nugget. And I was like, god dang, a Prius and a Hummer threw up together? Ugh. But yeah, we're going to be entering Indiana shortly, as soon as we get through this stupid frickin' traffic again. Ottercat, what's happening? It was Deer Lick Falls in, like, kind of by Chattanooga area in Tennessee. but I couldn't get to it. Like, I would have totally drove through these people's yard, but it was like legit their yard. The GPS is like, yeah, pull in here. And I'm just like, that looks like somebody's house. So we pulled in there, and sure as shit, it was somebody's house. I was like, well. So we went around, and I explored some stuff on the GPS. I was like, okay, well, we might be able to get to it from here. Go up to this next thing, and it had a locked gate, and it was like, oh yeah, you get to the falls through here, blah, 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 blah. But there's a locked gate, so how the heck am I supposed to get to there? So yeah, needless to say, sorry about the shaky camera, but we're going slow, and for some reason, America doesn't know how to friggin' build roads anymore. Like, 45 minutes from me is just water falling off a rock. I know what it is, but the wife wanted to see it, so.
Actually, we've already seen it. We've already seen fountain and stuff. What fountains? I mean, waterfalls. But I want Carl to see that. He would.
Yeah, but we've never
Not to that one.
gone to that one, no.
But the other one, I wish that one. Remember where it was a big old bridge and we drove over it and we saw kayaks and stuff going down the river?
Yes, dear. I have photos of it when the Jeep was a little baby.
Yeah, it was a very little baby.
I'm not gonna do it. We're sitting in a red light. We're sitting in a freaking tunnel. Like, not even a tunnel, it's just underneath a damn bridge. She goes, you gotta do it. But if she's standing in front of the Jeep and I do it, all kinds of stuff, guys. All kinds of stuff. She flips me off.
Yeah.
She hits me. She steals my food. She takes all my freaking drinks. Like, I'm honestly lucky I'm surviving right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm a lone wolf just trying to make it in this world, and everyone's just trying to murk me. Mean. Gotta stay on the live for at least an hour, so hopefully she forgets, otherwise she'll hit me again.
Omni Hotel. I wonder if that's expensive.
Omni?
Yeah.
I sat next to the owner of the Omni Hotel and when we were flying to Dallas. He's a pretty cool dude.
I remember that. I mean,
Yep.
I wasn't there, but I remember you talking
Yep,
about
we
it.
drank beer together. He's a pretty cool dude. I got discounts when I go there.
Are they tinting over there?
Oh, there sure frickin' are. Look at this shit, guys. Look at that. Right there? Yeah, it's tent.
Right there, guys. It's in the Bentley's
Right
way.
there, dude.
You gotta move out of the way from the.
At 84 pounds, she must be as mean as a Banty chicken. Pretty freaking close.
So mean.
Like, I would probably go for like
Is it right
a
there?
ferret with
You'll
rabies.
see it when we go straight. Look out your window and you'll see the tents.
Rabies
Right by the
ferrets.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one's got time for
Love
those.
that tree though.
Yeah. Very pretty. I want to find a perfect tall tree line to make a tree house.
Nice.
Good. I can't afford rent, so I'm gonna live out here. They
Yeah.
put their trash by the curb and everything. Floats your boat,
I would do certain things because I don't agree with it. There's many other places to do this than right here. Oh, dude, look at that shit! Look at this. I gotta get you guys out of here. Look at this.
Look over there.
Look at that. Like, come on now.
They got their own community.
Let me see if I got a.
That's ridiculous. I don't know about you guys, but I do not agree with that. I get the whole homeless aspect. I get it. I understand it. It happens. It happens to too many people. But every freaking red light, are you shitballing me right now? Did they get a deal on these things? Anyways. Like, I understand this stuff. I get it. But at the same time, there are places that you can go. I'm not talking about like homeless shelters because they fill up. I get it. I'm not talking about like what are those the places that give out food, soup kitchens or whatever. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about any of that shit. I'm talking about, you want to put your frickin' tent up? Don't put it in the middle of frickin' town. Don't put it in the middle of a park or something like that. Put it on the outskirts of stuff.
Behind Walmart.
Yeah, behind Walmart. I don't care. Make Walmart look like it should.
Don't be hating on Walmart now.
I love Publix.
Yeah, it's expensive though.
But yes.
Oh man, we missed it by a couple days.
What?
Myers, Wednesday sushi.
Sushi?
Yeah,
I don't know if you knew this, but Wednesday has come multiple times.
I know, that's sweet though. You know, it'd be funny for me to do, oh my gosh, live TikTok and just put it right here. Oh, Dawson's face can see it. Never mind.
Yeah. Guys, I have no idea why it's taking me this freaking way, but this is stupid.
I can just put it
Like,
down.
what the shit is this?
And you have to turn, you know? And you have to get
Yeah, 0.1 miles I have to frickin' turn.
I wonder why they took you right into downtown fucking Louisville.
I have no idea.
We don't even
But people are about to realize what Big Jeep means.
The giant horn part or
The I don't give a shit, I have to turn part.
okay.
So I'm gonna turn the camera this way so you guys don't see any illegal activities.
No, don't say that. No.
Hey, if they can't see it, they can't prove it. That's all I gotta say.
trading. Is that how you say that? Oh, I know you guys are not fucking honking right
I
now.
swear.
Do it one more time. Do it.
Honk at me again!
He has his headphones on, so maybe he
I don't even need four-wheel drive here. These are all little baby curbs. Really? Like you that way? I can be that way too. Watch. Big Jeep. Yeah, with a big ass trailer. Kiss my ass, dude. He's got a little Louisville slugger bats that they can make at the Louisville Slugger Factory.
Whiskey Row.
Yeah, this little Honda thought, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up there in front of that next to that Jeep. He ain't gonna be able to get over. And then all of a sudden the Jeep was like,
Trailer's still out there, but it won't get.
I don't care. Hit the trailer.
Don't.
Why?
Because it's Nana's.
It'd be covered under my insurance. She'd get a brand new trailer, I get a brand new Jeep. And you know what?
Or a brand new
I would get a Jeep and get one that's like bone freaking stock that's already been wrecked, and I would order the full kit from Genrite. I would put that whole system on, be done with it. I'd buy a bus, and then we'd fully convert it, and we'd be done. And I'd probably still have enough left over out of the insurance check to go get a couple beers. Not like anywhere fancy. Like, I'm talking about like beers from a fuel station up the road from the farm. And it's not gonna be any expensive stuff either. But that's why you gotta have stuff insured at actual value instead of a normal insurance. You gotta have stuff at actual value. So if anything does happen to it, this is why I say, like, I don't care. Someone hit me. Like, go for it. Because if this thing is totaled, insurance company's writing me $100,000 check, and I'm going to buy another Jeep. Like, end of story. So, yeah, like, I don't... Hit me, dude. T-bone the living daylights out of this thing. Take the whole front end off. I do not care. Like, yeah, I'm going to be pissed because my family's going to be here. But as long as everybody's okay.
How do I tighten this?
Don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Put it down like it's supposed to. Should be going on your boobies.
Your boobies.
Your nipples.
Your nips.
I don't.
Put them on your nips.
You can not even say that you don't have nipples because you do. Everybody was born with nipples. Almost everybody.
That was freaking retarded. That was the dumbest thing I've ever freaking had to do. Arms up, yeah? Anyways, I'll show you guys. We're going over a bridge. And I can't get over any farther because if I do, I'll hit the curb. So yeah, I'm just sitting here driving middle of a freaking road.
I think this is TikTok.
We gotta get over this way anyways. We're gonna get out here now. What is going on? Is he okay or what? Are you sure? Because he's been coughing. So what's everybody doing today? What's everybody got going on today? What y'all up to? By the way, we just, that was the bridge entering Indiana, in case you guys didn't know. So we're in Indiana. Oh, no, I did not. Is that here? Oh, yeah, it is. Until we enter Michigan, probably 3 hours. Until we're actually where we need to go to our destination, to the farm. Approximately 7. As of right now, it says we'll arrive at 12:35 a.m. if I just kept driving. So we're actually really not that far away. And honestly, I wanted to take like 5 days to get there, but Carl is ready to be there. Every single time we stop, are we at Grandma's house? Are we at Grandma's house? Are we at Grandma's house? And then he cries and cries and cries because we're not at Grandma's house. And he doesn't understand like the distance that we have to travel and the fact that we have to get fuel repeatedly. And he's just ready to be there. Lots of back and forth driving, feeding cows, and then fishing. Nice. And then I was just trying to fix carpet cleaner. Did you pee on your carpet, Scab? What are you laughing at? Evidently, Billy thought that was funny as all hell because he just busted out laughing for being on his tablet. So. when we come down to Indiana, we're gonna see. Well, what we might actually do is, I was actually going to talk to you about this. Instead of when we come down to Indiana and then have to go to Pennsylvania, I think what we should do is, after Ohio, stop and see, like, when we come down to Indiana, stop and see Jeff, because he's not that far away.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. My wife yelled at me. She hit you with a newspaper. But I was thinking, when we come down to Indiana, stop and see Jeff, because he's only 2 hours away or so, like 2.5 or whatever. And then not go see Dan or Josh, and then after we get done in Ohio, go and see Dan and Josh in Kentucky, and then head over to Scabs in North Carolina. I think that would be like kind of perfect to where it would work out. Huh?
Yes. Not set in stone, but
Not set in stone.
it's a good idea, yes.
Shit, I know it's a good idea. I thought of the damn thing. What do you think this is? Free country? Shit. So I seen a decal at the fuel pump, and it had a picture of Biden, and it said, "We did this," and it had a picture of Biden and Kamala Harris, and Kamala was responding back to him and said, "No, you did this," and I really wish I had a Sharpie at Quick Access, because I was going to write on it and said, "Or was it Putin or Russia?" But I didn't have a Sharpie, so I couldn't write it. I thought it was going to be hilarious, but... Oh. I was like, oh, shoot, Wolf. We're good. We have 100 miles on this road. Oh, bad. So we're going to get up there, and probably it'll be tomorrow evening. We'll cook some dinner over an open fire, and I am excited. Chicken. So I'm excited for that, because I've been dying to cook over an open fire. There we go. So we're gonna figure out what we're gonna make, and I'll let you guys know. It will more than likely, probably, I don't know. It might be alive. It might be recorded. It might be, I don't know. It is like the new F-bomb, right? I honestly, I have my personal beliefs on that whole situation, but can't say them on here, otherwise we'll get cachaled, so. But I'm sure you guys can figure it out. We only ran into rain once so far today, and it was just like a light sprinkle. So that was nice. Yeah, Bentley, it did rain when you were sleeping again. Passed out the whole freaking time we've been driving. We did see a semi-trailer today, though. It said emergency disaster services, and it had windows all down the side of the semi-trailer, and it said it slept 30 people. And they were heading north, so I don't know where the heck they were going. I gotta go to a couple of stores to see. Yeah, but I need to fix this damn thing. Yeah. And I'll make it back before the end of the live. Safe trip and see you on the next one. Alright. Gab. You have a good day, buddy. Yes. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. Little YJ. Little YJ. Little bing bing YJ. Bing bong. What are you going fishing for today, Tanya? Come on, little Jeeper. Let's rock and roll, dude. Shaky. Good, and whatever else bites. Heck yeah. I'm excited to get up to Michigan and do a little bit of fishing. Do a little bit of fishing. It's gonna be a good time. Get the vacuum sealer out. Do some vacuum sealing. Now he moves over. Jack wagon. 94 miles to exit 106. So is the Jeep loud for you guys as we're driving? Because it's loud as shit for us. And that is the worst part, is the vibrations and the rattling and just the exhaust in and of itself. It's like, I feel like I'm yelling because I have to be able to hear myself, because if I can't hear myself, I don't feel like you guys can hear me. Caught 2 bull trout and a squaw fish yesterday. Nice. It could be the tires. It could be like everything. It could be all kinds of stuff, honestly. I'm really not sure. Well, more than likely tires, yes, because my alignment is still off and I cannot figure out what direction I have to go to get it to do what I want it to do. So, still working on that. It sucks because it's wearing the living daylights out of my tires. And that's like the worst part, is the fact that it's just wearing the living daylights out of them much faster than what they would actually wear if my alignment was correct. So, it kind of sucks, which means we'll have to get a new set of tires soon. Which hopefully, now that Maxxis kind of knows who we are, it'd be cool if they could, like, you know, hook us up. Like, I'm not talking about like a free set of tires, like a free set of 40-inch tires, like, that's expensive. I don't expect that at all. But, like, I don't know, 5%, 10% discount, I'd go. Especially for the fact that we're driving them across country with the tires. Like, everywhere. God, I have basically put it to the point where I think we have done approximately 8,000, at least 8,000 miles round country so far since January. So that's awesome. It's a little loud. All I hear is a bad U-joint. Nope. No U-joints in this except for the drive shafts. They're brand new. What you probably hear is the shock tower covers hitting the cage. No U-joints in the axles at all, so. Promo discount? That'd be awesome. Just kidding. I was just saying. Because I run RCVs up in the front. Get rid of that weak point in the front axle out of the Dana 60. So, whoa, that's crazy. So I went RCVs up front to get rid of the U-joint, which is the weak point. And then now my weak point is the lockout, which I'm fine with. I'd rather change a lockout than a freaking U-joint anyways. Especially on the trail in the middle of nowhere, or knee deep in mud and shit. I'd rather change a lockout than a U-joint any day. Without a doubt. Put the LS in here though, it will be switched to an automatic. It won't be a manual anymore. I'd love to keep my manual. An actual manual transmission, the 256 Magnum that I would go with if I were to keep it a manual, is actually 2 inches shorter than the automatic transmission, the 480 that I would go with. And it would actually more than likely make my drive shaft angles even better, because it would keep the rear drive shaft as long as possible, but also extend the front drive shaft basically 2 more inches, because the transfer case will be moved back. Just 2 more inches because of the length of the transmission, and I would be running an Atlas transfer case, but I think we'll be swapping it to automatic, because that way Brooke can get in and drive anytime she wants, but she doesn't drive anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But she can still drive a manual. It's just she's doesn't want to drive ever. But we're gonna get her to drive, because we're gonna be in Michigan and she's gonna drive us some trails when we get up there and some dirt roads, so she can get used to this turd nugget. And that way, she has to have. You guys gotta tell her she's gotta drive this thing. So it is up to you guys to get her to drive this. It's important. Because what happens if something happens to me where she's gotta drive? First off, she has anxiety worse than anyone I ever freaking met in my life. So what's gonna happen is she's gonna have a freaking mental breakdown while I'm sitting there bleeding out or something, waiting like, hey, you wanna fucking drive this thing already? Like, stop having a breakdown, let's go, bleeding out over here. You see Tanya? That Bauman Brook, the trail slayer. She drove this once, like when it had a rock crawler suspension on it. I had a rock crawler 3.5 inch max travel mid-arm X Factor lift kit on it.
Stock too.
Huh?
Stock too.
Yeah, and she drove it when it was stock too.
Made me.
And well, you had to learn how to drive a manual somehow. And basically it was, the steering wasn't very good because everything, it would just always fail, and it was just a pain in the ass, and it always drove like shit. And then that's kind of one of the big reasons why we did this, because now it drives like a dream. So
I want to drive it. I'm just
yeah, she wants to drive it, but she's scared to drive
scared.
it.
Hey, the hill assist bullshit.
I don't have hill assist anymore.
Oh, that's nice. And I just don't want to kill it. It's not my car, so I don't want to kill it.
Sorry, dude, I literally cannot get over. Those people are jackasses. But she's gonna drive it. And she's gonna drive it on some trails. She's gonna drive it going up hills. And she's gonna, oh yeah,
Flat ground.
it is flat ground.
That back road where we go to, okay, if you go to that T, turn right to the South Bridge, and then turn left and go up that.
Towards my uncle's house.
Yeah,
What about it?
I'll drive it around there, but I'm not driving it uphill.
Loaded heavy now, 8 tons on a 3/4 ton pickup. Heck yeah. You're not really hauling anything until you overload the vehicle, so I get it. Like, I am way overloaded for this Wrangler right now. Like, I am way overloaded. But I strengthened everything that needed to be strengthened, so everything is fine. And it pulls like a dream, it really does. Which, by the way, if you guys are in the market for an enclosed 12-foot V-nose trailer, this one will be for sale. You're located in Columbus, Indiana. We may possibly could work out a deal for delivery. I don't know. We'd bring it out. I don't mind. It just, Jeep hates life when it pulls it. It's not too bad when it's empty, like obviously, but it's not too bad when it's empty. But with all of our stuff in it right now, like it's heavy and it doesn't like life. But what I think I'll end up, I talked to Brooke already today, and I was telling her, I was like, you know, once we get up there, we're gonna have basically 4 separate piles of stuff from the trailer, like stuff that absolutely has to go, stuff that is kind of a necessity but not like an absolute thing. Like the tent has to go, but like there's other things that like don't have to go, like my AR-10. Like my AR-10 doesn't have to go. Would I like it to go? Yeah, but that'll probably not even make it into the second pile. That'll probably make it into the third. And then, did you say V-nose? Yeah, it's the V-nose. 12-foot V-nose. Dual axle. I'd say it's like 7,400 gross vehicle weight rating, I think, something like that. And it has brand new tires. Want to know how I know that? Because I put them on in Iowa when we went to see Iowa Trapper. It's got all brand new 4 tires and a brand new spare. does pull like a dream. Except Jeep isn't very steady. It's not really the Jeep, it's the mount. It's not very steady. See if we can move the mount a little bit, make it more steady. Yep, didn't work. Been looking for a trailer for our insulation machine. Oh, that's pretty cool. You use spray foam insulation, Tanya? Or are you talking about the fiber that has the machine that chops it up and sprays it? What's happening, Fisher? What you got going on today, my guy? Because down in Florida, we used to have the guys that would come in when we were doing the garage doors that had that machine that, cab over, cool. It would take the fiberglass insulation and chop it up and spray it through the hose. And then my cousin, he owns a spray foam insulation company. Yeah, both blowing fiber and spray foam. Nice. That's good business around here. Very good business around here. That's what I want to do with a school bus is do spray foam insulation. I just got braces, but that's about it. You got braces? Bentley needs braces. Dawson does too, yeah. Carl doesn't, because he's got my teeth. He don't need braces.
Dawson needs them because his teeth aren't coming in right after he bruised his teeth.
Product foam is getting fairly expensive. It is. Everything's getting expensive though. Everything. What the shit are you freaking dipshits doing? This is a horrible spot to stop there, guy. You're gonna stop your freaking semi. Pull up a little bit more on the freaking off ramp, bud. That way people aren't trying to go around you and almost hitting you. About the spray foam though for the school bus is the fact that it's basically a vapor barrier and it's super like cost effective and it just insulates the best, and it's technically, you can consider it a sound deadening barrier as well, so it's like perfect. See, what I would do is I would lay, like what I want to do is I want to lay a grid pattern down. Wasn't a thumbnail? The thumbnail, I've been waiting for someone to ask. The thumbnail is a rig that we seen down in Florida on Anna Maria Island. Close-up phone was the best, yeah. But that rig is a rig that we seen down on Anna Maria Island down in Florida. I took a picture of it, but I never did anything with the photo. And I was like, oh, I gotta post this on a thumbnail. So, that is a homemade 1-ton dually truck. And I think it's a Ford, I think it was a Power Stroke, I don't remember, but it's a 1-ton, and this guy built a truck camper that would normally like go like over top of the cab, but his extends past the freaking cab, like above the hood, all the way back, like you guys can see it, like it's crazy, and he home built this whole thing, and it's all aluminum. And it's nice. Like, it had AC, and it had AC, it had heat, like a full door in the back. Like, it was interesting. There's a lot of people that were looking at it when he was parked there, and it was pretty cool though. But full kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, everything. So it was pretty sweet. But yeah, going back to the spraying, I want to do like a grid on the floor of square tubing basically, or like 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. What am I trying to say? Or inch square tubing, and lay a grid down on the floor, and then weld everything together, and then do sprayed insulation and all that stuff. Radiant floor heating. No, I don't want to do radiant floor heating. I want to do that on the whole floor and do sprayed insulation on the entire floor, and then take like 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch plywood and put it on the top and bolt everything down, and then have that cushion of sprayed insulation, and that will really sound deaden the entire bus itself. And then I want to sprayed insulation the roof, mainly the roof and the sides as well. Basically the whole thing's gonna be sprayed insulation, but the roof mostly, because obviously it's just metal that's up there. There's nothing that will take away any like vibration noise or wind noise or whatever, you know, from being there. So I do want to do sprayed insulation up there, and then I want to do wood planking all the way down, basically just like a wood floor, just on the roof. But have it sprayed insulation on the entire thing, because it'll obviously insulate. It will create a moisture barrier, and it will end up making it a lot less noisy on the inside, so it'll make it super quiet, which is a really big important thing that I would like, because driving in this is a pain because it's so freaking loud. And then you have boulders in the middle of the freaking road. So that's kind of the plan. That's what I would like to do. It probably won't happen right off the bat, but that's what I would like to do. And I gotta figure out, like, first we gotta get the bus. Like, that's obviously the first thing we gotta do. We gotta find a school bus that we like, and one that's gonna fit everything we want to do. So I would love to do the radiant floor heating though. That would be pretty sweet. But I would need massive, because what I would do with it is I would do a water heating system to run water lines underneath the floor to heat that, and I can also use that water as well to do like showers and everything like that. But that means I'd have to constantly have a massive water tank, and that's a lot of weight, which obviously we'll have to have a water tank, but it would just have to be that much bigger because of the floor. And because for me, I don't want to keep that system separate. Like, if I'm going to have, like, say the system takes, 100 gallons because of how much floor space it would end up needing. Say it takes 100 gallons for the entire system to also fill it, like, in the tank, and then running, whatever requirement of gallons of water through the lines themselves, plus the reservoir to keep the pump submerged and cool if it runs an internal pump, and then to try to, pump everything through. I took a bus to a camper to hunt out of once, fun job, but too many people want to stay. 9 people have access to whatsoever just because it's heating the floor. I want to be able to access that water and still use that water if we need it. And it doesn't have to be like bottled water or anything like that. Just like for, gray water, but like it's still something that I would like to actually be able to use and utilize if I'm going to have a water tank for that. Or I could do the filament style, but I don't know how I would have that work. But I think honestly, with like an inch of closed cell sprayed insulation, I think we'll stay plenty warm inside. That's not that big of a deal. My other thing is I gotta figure out how I can cool it. There's a couple of systems that I really like. I was talking to a buddy last night on my TikTok live, and he does a lot of stuff with like buses and heavy equipment diesel stuff. I guess that's where an inline instant water heater would be nice. Yeah, and I've looked at those too, and they have them on off-grid trailers. You can spend $30,000 for an off-grid trailer, and it comes with one of those instant water heaters, which is really nice. But that's 30 grand, so yep. Don't get me wrong, they're freaking awesome and I want one, but one day I'll have one, just not now. But what I was looking at is, or what I was talking to my buddy about, is he was telling me, because the buses I was looking at have air conditioning systems that run throughout the entire bus because they're from Florida. And like up in Michigan, we don't have anything like that. We didn't have AC for, kids on the bus. You had freaking windows and that was it. So I was looking at those and I was talking to him and I was like, does the bus have to be idling in order to run that air conditioning system? Or can I somehow use that same system, just run it off of solar somehow, and have a solar system run my air conditioning system, and ultimately run a heating system as well? And then he's like, well, they make solar systems to adapt it for buses. And I was like, well, there you go. So now we just have to find the bus, which we've looked at a few. What I need for me to work with the layout that I want, it has to be over a 70 passenger bus, which is going to be like 45 feet long. Normal passenger buses are like 40 or so people, so they're not as long. So the bus that I want is extremely long, and I will have to get an 18-foot trailer to put the Wrangler on. All right, AutoCat, you have a good day. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. But that's kind of what we're looking into is getting like a 70 or 74 passenger bus is what we're looking for. So it's going to be super long. It's going to be 45 feet for sure. And then I'll have 20 more feet to play with still being legal length. So I'll probably end up getting an 18-foot trailer to be within even further of that and be able to still pull the Wrangler on the trailer. Because once the bus happens, the Wrangler is going to be a little different. I want to remove the roof permanently. I want to do the B-pillar chop so this won't be here anymore. I want to leave it open. I'll do the aluminum roof from Genrite, which is just a piece of steel that runs from front to back on the cage. So I don't have to worry about anything like that. And then the doors, I'll be switching to aluminum half doors, so we won't have full doors anymore. We're gonna be running the Generate ones. That'll take some time. One, because those doors are freaking expensive. But two, still need the bus. But ultimately, like, if we got the bus, and, like, I know we're not going to get it done before King of the Hammers, but if we got the bus, literally, we would throw our sleeping stuff in there, and we would jet. Like, we would still use it for King of the Hammers. For King of the Hammers, if we got it and we didn't have enough time to do everything we wanted to it, we would still use it and still take it to the King of the Hammers because it gets us out of the dust. We can get inside and not have to worry about gives us a break. But I found some pretty sweet interiors and interior ideas on how I want to do a lot of the things on there. So, pretty pumped about that, and I am so jacked to start building this. So we just need the bus. And I'm trying my best to not get impatient, which I'm extremely impatient, and just get one. I'm trying to let what we're doing in all of our social media platforms and our merch and everything pay for this bus, but I am so impatient. It's like go crazy. We got another slowdown. Well, I don't see anybody in here no more. But regardless, with that being said, we are about to hit 1 hour of being live. That is usually our time frame that we have allotted to going live for at least 1 hour as we're driving. And I believe we're going to be driving to, more than likely drive to like the border of Michigan, and then we'll stop for the night, or kind of close, but we'll keep playing as long as you're on. I appreciate that, Tanya. But we're going to get out of here and turn some tunes on, listen to some music, and continue driving along. I have been wanting to go live on TikTok while I'm driving, but I just don't want to get banned because it happened last time. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll go live on TikTok later, but we'll see. But you guys have a good day. I appreciate you guys coming in. It means a lot. And with that being said, we'll see y'all on the